Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Imperial Uplift, where we try to uplift your spirit to the digital Vox ways, or at least try to.
But
I'm
only
one of
if
your
you're in the
co-hosts.
Imperium.
Yes. I am one of your co-hosts, Scud, aka the Doom Regard, aka SDG, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Oops, all escape. No, wait, I am My Hammer, also known as Rat Person, and other names.
Indeed. Episode 2, we still haven't got this down. We will.
It'll take a bit until it flows naturally. This is a
Yeah.
good start, though.
So today we're going to talk about what we've been doing in the hobby for this past month, or the beginning of last month. Our fan theories on Primarchs, and we'll round it off with Adepticon and some news and some things we hate about Warhammer today, this week, or this
Yes.
month, I should say.
It's a big hatred.
Yeah. So, what have you been doing
I have
hobby-wise in this week?
spent an entire month trying to figure out my paint scheme for my Stormcast Eternal. And I have thought of everything. Bone armor, shadow armor, naked armor, cat armor, fur, boots with the fur, stuff like that. But I haven't really come up with anything. So I asked our artist friend, very good skilled Golden Bananator on Twitter, for help, and he suggested black, white, and orange.
Black, white, orange.
Orange
So basketball.
is hated in this household, so it won't be orange. It probably will be something like I'm guessing I'm trying copper instead. Yeah. So that's actually what my month has been up to. Has been thinking how to paint all these guys, because I need to paint them all before the next big box set comes out, which I will talk about later when we get to the news section, which I'm very excited for, and which has turned me into a bit of a rat. Yes.
A bit.
Yes, a bit of not a snitch. I'm not a prison rat. I'm not that type. I also don't live in the sewer, and I don't eat shit.
For now.
Nah, yes. Well, if this keeps going and my income keeps declining, then yes, I will have to. Oh fuck. And
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
well, that's basically it. I'm just looking for a color scheme for my beautiful golden boys that I don't want in golden because that's boring.
Well,
How about you?
Pretty
What have
much-
you been up to?
pretty much the same thing. I finally finished the Leviathan box. I painted all the Tyranids and all the Space Marines. It took
Oh.
me about, let's see, almost 9 months to finish everything. So that's about, I believe it's 72 minis.
I think that's pretty good. That's like eight a month. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
And some of them are
wow.
very big.
Yeah, the Screamer Killer, the Psychophage,
The big
Dreadnought.
brain.
but yeah, which I thought I lost. That's for like a month. I'm like, where is it?
Oh my god,
No,
that would
it's
be
gonna-
disastrous.
I was about to finish the box, and man, I can't believe I lost it because it's the brain bug. And then I looked under my bed. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it had snuck out. I see.
Yes,
Planning invasion, probably.
yeah, Starship Troopers,
God damn it, brain box.
the brain bug. No, but yeah, that's pretty much been it. Finally finished the box. I'm looking to make a follow-up video to my unboxing video I made around the same time 9 months ago. So I just need to buy, since I have a new desk. My old desk was bare minimum. This is like bone minimum, I guess. I have to find a stand for my phone, so I'll probably get everything together, record, and tell them by experience. And I do have a couple issues with the box, but most of them are assembly-wise, not
Let's put that under the
design-wise.
hate.
Yeah,
A thing we just
yeah, I'll
Just-
put that later
it'll
on.
kind of fit with my theme for the hatred part, or Warhammer dislike. Games Workshop hate, not Warhammer. Warhammer's great. Games Workshop exists.
Yeah, sponsors.
Exactly. We love you. Send us stuff.
We love you. We hate you. Send us stuff, money. No, we're not even close to selling out.
Yes. Not yet.
No, not
But
yet.
for money, or minis, or free paint, or brushes, or terrain.
I'll take a base.
Yeah, I would like one of those gaming tables where the playmat is built into it, so you can has depth, and you can put a play. Okay, Enough about
Now we're just begging. DSP over here. Guys, I need money for minis.
Please donate to our patrons.
Snort.
Amazing.
No. We're not at that point yet. Knock on wood.
Hopefully we get there.
Hopefully. No.
So we can spend 40,000.
No, there's only one DSP, yeah. There's only one great unclean one on the internet.
Fuck.
How do we get to DSP? In any event. We signed off last month's episode on the question. If you were to bring back a Game Workshop came to you, we ran out of ideas, so we need a Primarch back. I know, crazy situation.
Fuck.
We need something. We need something for Q3. They told you, all right, you can bring back one Primarch, but I say we make it fun. You can bring back one Loyalist and one Traitor Primarch.
I like that. I actually thought about it in exactly that term as well.
Yeah, because you can't have one without the other. I mean,
no, exactly. It feels TD like Angron fought Lion Man, and Lion Man beat him. Like, they need a counterpart, right? They need someone that comes out about the same time, so both sides have something to play with and pay for.
Which is great. Which would be fun. Plus more cash for them.
Yeah, exactly. They're not cheap.
Everybody wins. Yeah. Except our wallet.
Especially Games Workshop. They win a lot.
But especially Games Workshop.
But
I
came up with for the Loyalist, I want Jagatai Khan to come back, just because I want him to come back and humiliate Mortarion some more.
Ooh.
Yeah, when you're so fast you can avoid the farts. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Faster than the speed of flatulence.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want him to come zooming out with a bunch of Eldar witches as his women and just kill everything. And laugh about it. He actually had a sense of humor. So yeah, that would be great. That's my. Also, it's not too far off since we know estimated where he is, not where in it he is, but he's in there where Commodore is at somewhere, some place.
If I recall, in one of the Lion books that came out around the time, Lionel came back. I believe like the ending. One of them like something ended up going in the webway somehow.
Yeah.
So that might be like foreshadowing. Maybe then again, this is the theory time, so we can be wrong in this part.
How dare we? Oh, I can't wait to write about how wrong we are on Twitter and hate us.
Yeah, that'll be a laugh. We'll still read it.
Yes. But yeah, it's not. He is like, he could theoretically come back since it's a big dumb space and you take one portal, you end up somewhere. He could take a portal and actually just end up somewhere useful and just be like, oh shit, damn. I'm home.
Back with
Where's my motorcycle? Let's kill everything. I'm very fast. So for the traitors, on the other hand, this is more of just a selfish thing. I want a proper Perturabo model, since Iron Warrior is my favorite Chaos chapter. Ooh. I just love how little of a shit they give when their friendlies are in the fire. They just laugh. No, that's too bad. You stood where my artillery fell? Oh, that's just too bad. So I would like Perturabo, the little crybaby, to come back in a very cool...
The incel.
Yes, the incel. the fucking incel. I want him to come back and be really angry and look really fucking awesome.
Yeah. At the same token, it would be poetic if the Rogodorn came back at the same time.
That would be fantastic. That is until some latest news. That is the one I would have estimated would be the next to come back would be Rogodorn. But things have changed.
Right. Yeah. For me, again, it's a selfish answer. I would want Corvus Corax to come back. Because I love Raven Guards, but on the list who are most likely to come back, him, Vulcan, and Ferrus Manus are probably the top three that are probably going to take the longest.
Yeah. Yeah, Ferris
One's missing a
yes.
head, one's missing a hand, and the other one's a giant bird somewhere.
One's missing a head, one is a hand.
Yeah, one is a hand. He is the hand.
That's what's left, and the last is a bird.
One's was burned to cinders and disappeared.
Yeah. It's gonna take
And
a
the other
while
one,
before he regenerates.
yeah, and the other one's doing space Batman bird stuff in the warp.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but on the same token, then if Koras comes back, I want Lorgar to come back too.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
It's just a perfect match.
It is. That's what so would be so good. So if Rogel Dawn comes back, we need Rabo because they can knock he can knock his sandcastle down. All that great stuff. And yeah, Corvus could come and
Kill Lorgar.
Lorgar could shit his pants. Like
Yeah.
all of
I
them
forgot,
just
isn't-
come back and the fucking loyalists just humiliate the traitor Primarchs every
I
time.
forgot, there was this one book, I forgot what it was called, but like Lorgar is trapped in like his tower thing, and like Korax is trying to get in, but like Lorgar put like a spell or something like deny destiny or something.
Yeah.
So Korax is destined to kill this bald freak,
Yes, that's fucking great.
which is fucking cool.
It is fucking cool. And Lorgar, especially with later novels, he deserves it. He deserves to get that mace shoved up where the sun don't shine.
Now there might be some people who may say Lorgar did nothing wrong,
They are wrong.
or Magnus did nothing wrong. Well, I would
he did. I
attest
agree
that
with that.
they did
Magnus
nothing right.
is awesome.
Well, I would presume that I would say they did nothing right.
Well, Magnus tried to
Either.
warn his dad, and that made the
Okay, fair enough.
very angry. Very angry. So he sent, which I think is actually the next Primarch to come out, Lehman Ross, also because of these sorts of things, to kick Magnus's ass. Plus, we have had Magnus as a model for a long time. He needs his
That is
arch
true.
nemesis.
Yeah. Well, as we gave out like our personal picks, I think we should discuss like logistically who would likely show up more than our pick, and I would put Lehman Russ and on the top of that list.
Yeah, I say Lehman Rush or honestly
Or Jagatai
probably
Khan, yeah.
Jagatai Khan, because those two have the easiest way to get back.
And of course, we haven't mentioned Sanguinius because, well,
No.
he kind of got the short end on the stick.
Yes, he died on camera, like Ferrus Manus. They died on camera, where Rogel Dawn died off screen. If you die on camera, you're less likely to come back if you die off screen.
Watch us be wrong, and Sanguinius is like, oh, hey guys,
I'm
vampire
back, I'm
mage,
resurrected,
I'm
I'm
back.
not a vampire
I'm back.
anymore.
Yeah. I've converted to
Vampire
to werewolves. I'm
no.
actually leaving Russ.
Oh, oops. I have
Not yet,
become
but,
pagan. Lorgar, my
that-
best friend.
On the loyalist side, that seems like kind of obvious. On the traitor side, however, that the predictions kind of could go all over the place because theoretically,
Like,
any of them could come back at any time.
yeah, they kind of don't. They don't have the same issue in the same way, since most of them are just sulking and waiting, and we just got Fulgrim.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's.
Although
Oh
I
my
guess you could
God.
say Angron is going to take a while because he recently just
That's
kicked the
true.
bucket, but he's going to
He's gonna come back.
be back. Give him like a week.
It is, since we got Fulgrim, we might get Ferrus Manus' decapitated corpse back as a terrain piece. He gives plus to
Captain
armor if you
Bionic
hide.
situation.
He counts as light cover.
God, I forgot. There's a TV show where a guy could like separate his head, like some Inspector Gadget kind of thing, where he can live without his head.
Oh my god, yes.
It's like Nixon and Agnew in Futurama.
Agnew.
I'm back.
That's fantastic. That's a great
Just that head in
idea.
a jar.
I think that's it. I want to change my term to Ferrus Manus' corpse as 40k Agnew. Yeah.
It's like some sort of Iron Hand headless horseman.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, a Dullahan of Iron Hand. A Dullahan.
That actually sounds kind of
Oh
cool.
my god.
That sounds more
Dullahan.
like of a Age of Sigmar kind of thing.
That is true.
The headless horseman.
They don't even have any of those yet.
Horses? Or headless men? or one or the other.
Why are you yelling? That's my cat. Sorry,
Oh,
he's
cat
yelling.
interruption. He wants to get his opinion too. He wants
Which Primarch do you want to return? He wants the
What do you
sexy
say?
one to come back.
Oh, I see. So he too likes Rogador.
Yes. Yeah. He liked the stern, not too tall Rogaldorn. Oh my god, Hypno.
Yeah. Cat, we've been invaded
I'll send pictures of Hypno for
by
you to
cats.
smack of Hypno.
Yeah, this is the gremlin that interrupted the podcast.
It's the podcast gremlin is Hypno, my cat, who just starts yelling randomly sometimes.
As
Okay.
cats tend to do.
Anyway,
Speaking of
back on topic.
random yelling,
Yeah.
we could that was pretty. I figured this discussion was gonna be short and sweet. The Primarch's returning situation. So I guess we could just go into what Adepticon, what
Oh
new
my
stuff
God.
came out, what came out, what people liked, what people didn't like, and everything in between. So
I mean, Adepticon was honestly fantastic. And also really bad.
Yeah, from what I hear, either people really loved it or people really, really hated it.
If you were a 40k fan, it was really underwhelming. Like,
Well, yeah, I figured.
like
Most
honestly,
of the time,
a shame. They had hyped it up so much, but for 40k fans, there wasn't a lot to talk about. There's some Horus Heresy things, of course. There is some Necromunda stuff, but the Necromunda stuff was just unrevealed models. There's like big Necromunda news, and it's just black outlines of something. We can't see what it is.
So for probably Q2.
Yeah, probably, honestly. And
The
then
spring just started, so we'll probably give it a month or so.
yeah, it's a bit. There was some kill teams where we had some more dwarfs. They actually listened and really revealed some more squads. And
That's
the
right, they
actual
did.
ones are League of Votan, and they do look really cool. They are getting closer to having an actual theme that's not just Space Marines, but short.
Yeah, which was another complaint we had last episode. Like, what?
Yeah.
They're just smaller Space Marine.
By the way, I
Which
was
isn't-
reminded today that 2 years ago, this squad's return was announced on the 1st of April. So everyone thought it was an
A joke.
April's Fool, but it wasn't. And then the day after, we got the news that it wasn't. But now, 2 years later, with having that shit range, I kind of feel like it was an April Fool. It's just a really long one where they just give us a really disappointed Space Dwarf army.
Well, they were committed.
Yeah.
I believe also Kill Team had some Chaos Space Marines too.
Yeah, Kill Team. That was kind of announced a bit before that, but yeah, we got some Night Lords back. Finally.
Yeah, Night Lords.
New
really cool.
Night Lord sculpt.
Really
They look great.
Very vicious. I know people are gonna rejoice out of that one.
Yeah, and some new model Mandrakes for Dark Elder, which also they look great, and it's a great mix because they are both teams of people who love to skin people alive and wear their flesh. Both of them. That is the literal description for both factions.
Birds of a feather skin fish together or something.
Yes. But yeah, and then there was the Horus Heresy stuff, which was also just kind of like a little teaser, but it didn't show anything.
Yeah, because the way they were building up this this time around, I feel like we could have some really big stuff coming for you, but none of the big stuff really came.
No, that was so annoying. Like for this, it was really like for someone like me, something was great. We get some Brood Brothers finally for Gene Stealer Cult, which is my 40k army. So that's perfect. That's awesome. But for 40k news that I'm interested, that was it. That's the only thing. We get 10 corrupted Space Marine, Imperial Guardsmen. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a new Chaos Space Marine, like Lord. It's the one that's also on the cover of their book.
That's right, I saw.
But that's the actual news that they actually have shown off. They haven't, the Horus Heresy, they didn't show anything off. They just had a little teaser. And for Necromunda, they just had a picture of some figures in black with a background. That's it.
Yeah, to soon TM reveal.
Yeah, soon at some point. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. On the flip side, though, if we go to AOS, I believe I can summarize most of what people were expecting with just one word: rats.
Yes, rats. Fucking rats. Holy shit.
Rats.
Rats. When we
Your
heard
favorite
Sigma
subject.
line, rats. We saw green energy. I knew. Everyone knew. It's Warpstone. They're back. Scaving are coming. Scaving? I'm scaving.
Yeah,
I'm
a
so hyped
scathing
right now. I'm
scaving.
scheming. But Skaven are coming back for the 4th edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it's going to be the first edition I pick up in a long time of anything. I'm so excited to get Skaven again. We get little rats. I love rats.
Rats on top of rats.
Rats. It's a great. I want you to put in just a clip of the Skaven with the Gatling gun laughing manically.
Yeah, running over his fellow rat.
Yeah, not caring because he's having too much fun shooting everything. It's beautiful. It's so for AOS fans like me. Thankfully, I'm just a fan of Warhammer overall. That was fantastic news. We got a fantastic trailer. We got new amazing looking Stormcast. Some of the old Stormcast are getting remodeled already before other factions have. The fucking
Have been
Warp
announced.
Spiders of Elder are still 30 years old now. But we get new Liberators, which are from 2016. But we get the new version of that. Yeah. And of course, rats.
Rats. More rats. So, as far as I see, it's been the Stormcast Eternals and Skaven. Has there been anything else been released or been told is going to be released soon?
A new Chaos Lord also, and more dwarves.
Right.
And new Underworld Wintermoor. We have the Skinnerkin, which are Flesh Eater Corpse butchers. And we have, I don't remember what the others are called, but they're really fun. They are people that has lightning rods on their head, and they get hit by lightning, and it goes into their weapon so they can stab people. And one of the models is a guy, 2 guys in a trench coat.
Perfect.
Yes, and that's not a joke. It's 2 guys in a trench coat. One guy is sitting on the other fatter guy's shoulders, and he's like bandaged to him. Yeah. That's AOS for you. They don't.
Well, I mean,
they are
yeah,
just. They do whatever they want. That design team. It's fantastic.
it seems like it. Like the skeletons and rocks. We can make that work. It's like the John Sean thing where he opens that thing. I can make this work.
Yeah. What do we have? I don't care. Do something. Just here you go. Here's a napkin with a doodle. I'll make that a model. That's perfect.
He's
napkin.
a god.
Oh yeah, we also get the gnomes in Blood Bowl.
That's right. That's what we were wondering. What with the geese from
Yes.
last month? Like what? I thought it was going to be some sort of big Mother Goose kind of thing, but no, it's we've been gnomed.
I know. Gnomed! And they have defense geese, defense badges, and their ball runners are foxes.
That is very on point. That's actually great.
We got the rules today, and of all days, of course, they gave us the rules on the 1st of April. It's a violent attack team. So it's not a
That would make sense.
dodge or anything. The gnomes are violent, and they want to kill things.
Yeah.
With the geese.
I assume because geese in real life are like very vicious
Yes.
creatures.
It's magical.
Magical geese. Everything you see in the Cinderella movie is pretty much coming to kill you.
It's like
With the exception of the dwarves, I guess,
it's
because
the
they have
best
their own issues.
reason I've seen to pick up any Blood Bowl thing is to have gnomes. I genuinely did not expect us to get a gnome anything, and it makes it so there is a possibility that in the future we might get gnomes, at least to Age of Sigmar, since they don't seem to give a shit.
Mm-hmm. I
Probably
do
not
find it.
40K.
I know. I was about to say. They said we heard you. You want more smaller men. Have gnomes. But Voltan's right there.
The sad part
No
is
gnomes.
the gnomes in this one pack are more fleshed out than the entirety of the League of Votan.
Yeah, which is again my point. You wanted more smaller men. We heard you. Gnomes.
You were disappointed in the squats? Have gnomes. Fuck you. Get
You have twice as
gnome.
many small people as you do with dwarves.
It's like,
two gnomes per dwarf.
oh my god.
That's like $2 to the gallon.
Oh yeah,
Another thing that's make believe.
there was also a new tree person that shoots bees. Not the bees.
Yes, the Nick
And
Cage tree I saw.
and another a bone person, from the people with the crotch goblin,
Ah,
the
yes, the
Osiak
fabled
bone
crotch
reapers,
goblin.
that turns his soldiers into animals if they misbehave. So but they're fighting bees.
Bees versus skeletons. That's
Yeah, you would
very on
think there's
point.
not a lot to sting, but here we go.
Well, I guess they would still have brains.
No, they don't.
No, right?
They don't. It's all magic. They have no brains.
Yeah, but magic bones, magic bees.
Yes, but yeah, that's AOS. Technically, it's different game settings in AOS, but that's still the Age of Sigmar, and we got like 7 announcements, and then for Warhammer 40k we got 2 announcements and 2 mysteries, and yeah, so Adepticon was very, very, very based on what you play.
Yeah, depending on what you like, it was hit or miss.
Yeah, the Warhammer 40k people I follow, they were not happy, and the Age of Sigmar people I follow were screaming for days about how happy they are, including
Yeah,
me.
that was my experience. As soon as I saw the rats, I messaged you. Did you see what happened? You're like rats,
Yes, rat,
rats.
rat. I love rat. And
You went
today,
insane with the rat memes.
oh yeah, so if anyone wants to find my Twitter, it's now called Oops All Skaven because I went a little nuts. I went a little
A
ratty.
little.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Did you see Warhammer's April Fool's today?
I I did not. I was not checking Twitter all day because I don't want to get happy about anything.
It was Warpstone jewelry
Oh god.
presented by a
I,
Skaven that's talking about how you should get Warpstone jewelry.
I'm looking that up right now.
It is fantastic. It's a really good one.
Let me see. Well, there it is.
It's put like an old infomercial, one of those old commercials on TV shop, and it has down in the bottom. It rolls by side effects, mutations, changing into a rat, suddenly rats appearing and befriending rats and stuff like that.
All rats.
It's really good. They really did good. That was fantastic. It's just like this month have been
It is
insane with the amount
Uncle.
of
Yeah.
news, and it's Horus Heresy or Age of Sigmar, most of them. Those two are getting so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then 40k is getting a very, very light sprinkling. And Necromunda is getting shat on. Completely and utterly just defecated
Yeah.
upon.
I do feel like by very gross imagery, by the way. That by summer we might be getting more stuff for 40k.
Yeah, I'm thinking once the new edition of Age of Sigmar has released and they have gone over the units in their small articles, that we're gonna spring back to more 40k, and I expect there to be like some sort of 40k announcement near the winter, probably a new big model of something. Especially because the Space Marine games comes out.
That's right. Forgot the date. Or did they push it back again?
I don't think so. I think it's September something.
I believe that's next
release date
next fall, next winter, I think.
again. Oh, 9th of September, 2024. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I still wonder if I can pre-order the thing where that gives you like the
if you pre-order it,
well, it comes with
they
the
just
game,
complete the
limited
campaign
edition,
for you. That's your bonus. Here you go.
That's my bonus. Yeah. Don't be like Dragon Stock.
In all fairness, the Dragon's Dogma is all the DLC. They are awful, but they are completely unnecessary, and you can earn everything in game. But still, it's so greedy and silly of them to put that shit in. Like, why?
Yeah, that's true. It's not mandatory, but it's still the optics on that one.
It's just weird. I know it's to like because the game is pretty big. Dragon's Dogma 2, completely out of thing. Dragon's Dogma 2, giant game. In Japan, microtransactions are not that looked down upon, and in, for example, Korea, it's buying power as well as completely like normal in games. So that's kind of the thing, and it's more like if you don't have a lot of time to play, for example, if you are a Japanese businessman and you work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and have maybe 30 minutes a day to play, you can buy some Rift crystals so you can get a pawn that can do most of the things for you. That's how I see it. It's shitty.
And it's Capcom.
And it's Capcom. They do it every
Yeah.
time.
Now, if it was EA, on the other hand,
Then all the things would be necessary to complete the game.
yeah, and we would have known it.
Exactly. Oh no.
Good God.
But I
Well,
doubt Space
yeah.
Marine's not going to do it. Who's releasing
No.
Space Marine?
I hope not. It's Saber Interactive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the developer. Who's the
Does-
who's the
I actually
producer?
don't know.
Let's see. It says Capcom. I'm screaming. Focus Entertainment.
Focus. That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, that should be fine. They usually don't do that.
Oh, but, yeah, they've made some really good games in the last year.
Yeah. Definitely excited for the Space Marine, so we can play it together. Since
Yeah,
it is co-op.
We just need the third imaginary friend to join us.
Wait, it's 3 people?
Yeah, it's a 3-player co-op.
Oh shit. I'll have
At least
to.
we're going by the trailer.
We'll have to. Wait, no. He can't run it. He has a Switch. I know how to.
Is it even coming out for Switch?
No, it's not coming out. The Switch will explode if you try to run it on.
I'm pretty sure you can run Space Marine 1 on the Switch pretty well.
Yeah, but that's from 2000 and what?
I know, 10 or 9.
Yeah,
If it can run
2011.
Skyrim, it can run Space Marine 1.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure it can run this. It's the same with Dragon Dogma 2. GB asked if it would come out, and it's like, do you want to like the Switch to just explode and just cover your face in glass shards as it kills you with fragmentation? Then yes, put it in.
No.
I want that to be a new type of grenade in Warhammer 40k.
the Switch bomb.
Yeah, yes, exactly. You load in a way too hardcore game and you throw it and it just explodes and kills everyone.
You activate it by putting in both Joy-Cons.
Yes. Oh my god. And you can also. Oh my
Brother.
god. That's a really good idea.
Watch this. It has gyro control.
That's how you control the plane now. Oh no.
That seems more like a Mechanicus weapon, to be honest.
That is true. Yeah. Oh my god, if they found us, that would be fantastic, Lord. Just a model holding an old Switch, and they has just built all sorts of things into it, and that's how they control the Castellan robots in the new one. But it's just constantly overheating.
Man, we took a fucking left turn.
It's pretty funny though.
Adepticon Switch bombs.
The next episode: how to convert your Nintendo Switch into a death-stealing device.
No, dear God. My federal agent is not going to like this episode.
Move to Finland. Everything's better here.
No, I like the sun.
Well, yeah, I can't help you with that over here.
Yeah.
Do you like D vitamin deficiency? Move to Finland.
No. I'm sure it's lovely, but I like living in optimal weather where I don't have to worry about running into a bear every time I walk out the door. Is that Jeff? No, it's
a bear.
a grizzly.
No mail today. Mailman eaten by bear. Shit.
Bear is now mailman.
Yeah, yes. We have converted the local bear into mailman.
Yeah.
Because people keep stealing the packages. Not anymore, they're not.
Again, we made a left, now we made a right.
We're trying to go back on straight. So you have to turn right if you turn too much left. Otherwise, you won't come back to the center. Yeah. Okay, well, we can...
Speaking of being all over the place, what has, the hobby pissed you off this month?
Oh my god, it is the sheer amount of how many sets have become monopose. The customization options in Warhammer and like posing options is getting worse and worse and worse, and more of them require you to cut or drill them to be able to move their body parts, so you don't just have figures that stand in one pose, all of them. Some worse than others. Now orcs have started to do it more and more too, which is sad because orcs have always been extremely customizable. But everything is turning more and more monopose, and I understand that it's cheaper because the new, like the plastic they use nowadays to make the models is like really doable, really high quality, very expensive. So if they also had to do it so everything was superposable, Warhammer would more likely cost like 30 to 50% more, I'm sure. So, and they would have to print way more parts of them as well. So, but now we just get like, okay, this is a cool model in a monopose. You get 10 of these, but there's only 5 different model poses. That means you have 2 of each man. So it looks silly.
At minimum, yeah.
Yeah. Plus that with the, just how many things has a strategic rock? What are they called? Yes, like a pose, where they stand with a leg up on a rock, or,
Yeah.
or standing on a rock, or using the rock to appear. There's so many models are having that as well. And
yeah, it's starting to become like the norm now.
Yeah, and I do prefer that to like the invisible, like the see-through plastic stick where you put it on top, because that is just, it's awkward and they fall and stuff like that. But at the same time, we can't have this many conveniently strewn rocks everywhere.
Convenient destruction.
Yeah, I'll place a pebble here and now I can pose.
I guess it also has like added terrain, so you don't have to like waste. I guess if you have terrain stuff, you don't have to waste so much stuff. But
yeah,
at some point, it is like we're all gonna be like leaning towards a rock.
Yeah, it's gonna just replace the space marine. In 50,000, we'll have rocks fighting stone. Rock and stone.
Yeah, it'd be like that scene in Noah's where
my
the
God.
angels turn into rocks.
Oh my god, yes, exactly.
We were angels once, and then we fucked up.
Yeah, that was fucking
That's a movie.
how they turntabled in that shitty movie.
No, that Methuselah with sword fire in the ground is probably the hardest shot in that whole movie.
That's true.
You can find a lot of TikTok edits on that one.
Oh my god. But
With
yeah,
Rammstein in the background.
that is my biggest complaint. Is just monoposing figures. Because in the end, we are all gonna have, so every Space Marine player is gonna have the exact same figures that has the exact same pose, and that's boring. And of course, some people are still gonna modify them, but for a lot of people that don't want to have to do that and sit and cut, it's really boring. Like, yeah, we need less monopose. Just make, if you have like a big set of 20 Space Marine, I'm gonna use Space Marines for example for everything. Just make sure all 20 has an individual pose at least. So not 2 are the same. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah, do it like that. But if you have like small groups of 5, one of them can have a rock as well. But not everyone needs to be leaning on a rock. Like the new assault intercessors, every single one. The assault Space Marines, the new ones of those, not the assault intercessors, but the assault Space Marine jump pack assault Marines, Primaris.
Right, yeah.
All of them are standing on a rock. All of them are using their little tactical rock.
I think that one would works best with them, because how else are you gonna pose what's supposed to be a flying model?
You could, like, other things than
I'm sure
rocks,
there's different ways, but
like,
I'm sure that's the most easiest and convenient.
I saw one that is smoke coming out of the decapitated head of a Space Marine. They use the smoke. The problem with smoke, of course, is it doesn't always look so good when it's sculpted. But there is other things than rocks. A tree stump, some tall grass, a mushroom, a badger, upside down, Minecraft, shovel, another enemy, another intercessor, a chainsaw, stand on a chainsaw. My ideas are fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why we have tactical rocks.
Yeah, maybe that's why, because it's kind of hard to come up with something else. Like,
Railing.
okay, we have rocks. Yeah, railing. That's true.
Pieces of scrap metal, tank traps, stuff like that.
Yeah, those are viable options. I don't know about the other ones.
Ah,
Well, you
I'll buy the gnome team and use all the gnomes as tactical
stack
gnomes
gnomes
to
just to
lean
impale the last one.
just lean my men on them. These are tactical gnomes to carry my men into battle.
Well, at least they have jobs.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Well,
Accurate.
I assume that was your gripe this month.
Yes. Less
Right.
monopose. Oh, no, I have one
Yeah.
more.
Oh, okay. By all means, go ahead.
The fucking crude box for the upgraded crude is
Oh,
so fucking overpriced. It's ridiculous.
how? But well, we are talking about Warhammer.
Yeah, but
How
this is
overpriced?
overpriced to the degree that it feels greedy even for Warhammer. So you
Well,
get
what's the price?
150 euros. No, I think it's more.
Let's see. Is it the newest one that come out,
Yes,
or is it
it's
the
the crude hunting pack.
hunting pack?
Oh my god. 1,500 Danish kroner.
From what I'm looking at here,
$223. So $200.
yeah,
That's just not okay for a box that
even
contains 20 Croods,
yeah, what
4 Crotox, and 2 leader characters.
from what I'm looking, even the place that has them on sale, it's still $187, which is
Yeah, and it's
you could buy an
ridiculously
Imperial
priced.
Knight with that.
It's so ridiculously priced for those models. They need something significant in it. Has the new codex made crude better? Fuck yes, they're actually usable now. Are some of these models quite good? Yes, but they're not big enough nor good enough to justify a price that insane. That's ridiculous. And it's one of the few times
Whoops.
where I've actually seen most people I follow and talk to agree that this pack is horrendously overpriced.
Yeah, because God, I think I bought my Leviathan box for around that money.
Yes, it's the same as the start collecting, like the big one, the Leviathan. It's the same price. You don't even get a big center. If they had added, because they also made a new one, like a chameleon riding crude. If they added
You
him,
could get a lot. You could get like type of money.
you just add him as well. Add a little bit. They need like a better centerpiece. We can't just have 20 crude warriors. It's like with the Thousand Suns, where in every single pack they release, they add 7,000 Sangors. It's really lousy. It's such a lousy pack. I got so disappointed when I saw the crude hunting pack at the price.
Yeah, 'cause, this is
Yeah, that's actually
Well,
what
I'm
got
sure
me
the
the
crew
most
players
annoyed.
are probably still gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that's the problem. People are complaining, but ultimately we all still pay out. But it definitely has completely removed my intentions of ever picking that up, because that is ridiculous. I'm not gonna pay that much ever.
And I'm sure scalpers are even worse.
Oh my god, I bet. I don't
I bet
actually
it's
think
almost upwards up to 300.
I need to check something, because I don't think this one's sold well enough.
Well, it could have, but still, I don't know. For that price, I feel like you should get more bang for your buck.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can pick up the crude hunting pack cheaper on eBay unused than in the store.
Eesh.
Yeah, so it's actually cheaper right now to buy from a scalper than it is to buy from Games Workshop if you want that. But
Man, that's a cruel twist of irony right there.
that is really, really silly when the scalper is more fairly priced.
Yeah.
Okay, onto your problem, so I don't hog all the issues.
It's fine. It's fine. This is what this section's for. Mine's probably not that big as yours. So as I've been going through the line of the box, when I first started out, I've read a lot that push fit is really good for beginners.
Yeah.
Because it's what the initial. I don't know about other Leviathan boxes. Mine was they're all push fit models.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, wow, this is really helpful. Like I can paint each set part individually if I wanted to, and I did.
Yeah.
But as I went on, like when I got halfway through the box and I was playing stuff, I'm like, man, push fit really sucks. Because
Oh,
because
yeah.
on my wing turn at Prime, one of the wings broke
Oh,
off
for fuck's sake.
right at the point where the push fit goes into the section of the body where the wing goes, and I like had to super glue it on like 3 times
Oh my god.
because the push fit part was stuck where it's
I
supposed to be, and I couldn't get it out. And I tried putting super glue, and it was ruining the paint. I'm like, all right, I better just figure out how to fix it. Luckily, I did, but man,
I
because
didn't actually
yeah,
know the Leviathan ones was push fit, all of them. I
yeah, there's
thought
push fit.
I thought
Yeah,
maybe
every
the
single
Infernus
model's push
Marines were
fit.
push fit, but not all of them.
All of them are pretty much yeah. The dreadnought's kind of a weird mix of yeah push fit, but not. But for the most part, yeah. And recently I was repainting my Screamer Killer model, and one of the arms broke off
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh
on the
my
same
god.
places that would the hinge would be, and I had to super glue them on like twice. It's stuck on there. Because on some models you notice that you do have like a little bit of wiggle room, but if you play with it too much, flick it to one side or more, like the push fit pin would become soft, and I wouldn't say brittle, but it could easily snap off if you wanted it to. And unfortunately, some models did. I'm like, all right, well, had to cut some of the push fits, sand it off, and super glue them on.
That
So
is,
at first, yeah, push fits are good for beginners, but don't make it your don't make the whole box that, I guess.
oh my god. I can't believe they made the entire box. I thought just the
Yeah.
regular sort like Termagants and Infernus Marines would be push fit. Okay, fair enough. Not
No.
all the big
Yeah,
ones, not all the ones that has like
everything. Yeah,
complicated stances, and especially the wings and yeah, the told the arms of those. Yeah, those shits can be fragile even when it's not push
yeah,
fit.
yeah. All of them are push fit. The easiest ones probably were the Terminators.
Oh
Those
yeah,
were
they're
the
big
push fits on
meaty
those.
men.
Yeah, those on those big like that on the Dreadnought specifically, like not the Tyranids because Space Marines and their shapes are pretty much just boxes on boxes if you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
think about it. But on a Tyranid, it's a very complex design. It's
Oh,
not a square. It's more of
what a
a
fuck up.
trapezoid.
So they are not only monopose, but they're monopose push fit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, that's my gripe.
I
Because
did.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I did complete them all, but I would rather have like the big models be like have like one element of push fit as opposed to the whole thing. Because the Screamer Kill model, like one, like the legs are push fit, the body is push fit, the carapace is push fit. Uh,
Yeah, and that
even the
seems
even the rock, the rock that it's sitting
the
on is
rock.
a push
Oh
fit.
my god. But that it seems fair if like the legs and the body is, and then when you put the smaller parts on, they probably shouldn't be push fit. It's the same. I think most like if they want to do some sort of monopose, then for make the Space Marines just the body of them, but let
Mhm.
people be able to turn the head to which side they want, and let them be able to like lift up the gun or drop down the gun. Something just add more, and
Yeah, I figured push fit would be great for like non-monoposing poses. Like, you could take it out and like put the arm up,
yeah.
down, sideways. But if you turn it like if you would like like you're turning a knob or something, like yeah, they're actually pretty fragile.
They're fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Which I mean, yeah, it's to be push fit is to be put in place and not really moved a lot. But there is that little wiggle room if you do play around with it. You
Yeah,
could fuck up your model, which
it is, and
it
it's
did
fun
me,
to
yeah.
sit with your models. It's fun to
Mm,
change them a little bit. It's not fun to just, oh, I'm done. Put it in a glass bowl. Put the glass bowl in a safe. Lock it up. Throw it out.
yeah,
Burn.
I'm actually today's the game night with my hobby store, and I'm actually going to take the turn. It's for the first time
Oh,
to play.
nice.
Hopefully, I don't get my shit wrecked, but I will probably. But yeah, I can only imagine if that happened like during a game where I pick it up and crap, it fell apart.
Oh my god. I had that did happen to me once. I had the old giant for Warhammer Fantasy, and it wasn't push fit. Everything was glue. It was really nice to build, great model, but the foot and the thing it stands on, the base it stands on, the base had built-in sand texture in the plastic, and the foot wasn't like full. It was like hollowed in the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
so there was barely any contact point for the glue.
Oh,
Yeah, so you had like
yeah.
the four toes and a very little rim on the foot, on the edge, to glue onto something that was sand texture, so it wasn't flat. So that fucker broke mid fight.
Yeesh.
A lot. And then his head broke
Yeah.
off, then his hands broke off because he kept falling over because they fucked up.
But yeah, as I said, push fit is really good for beginners, but
Not to that
probably
amount.
moving forward, yeah, probably not this amount. And God, I'm in a couple months. I'm gonna be building. I'm gonna buy an Imperial Knight, and God, I can only imagine if that was push fit.
Oh my god.
That would have been. That would be horrible.
Oh no. Oh my god. That
It's
would
tough
be
enough
fine.
as it is, but it's pretty much the IKEA furniture of model building.
I
That's
guess
what push fit is.
that explains why there were so many models in the actual set. Because they're non-posable and they're all push fit.
Yeah.
So
you can
yeah.
push them out real quick. Yeah. But I think that will leads us to our end and probably the preview of what we're coming up on next month's episode. What has been our best bottle experience and what has been our worst bottle experience? And you just had a
Perfect.
taste of mine.
Yes, and you had a little bit of mine, but I have some more that will break my own heart again because it angers me just thinking back at it.
Yeah, next month. Tragedy.
Yes. And next time we're gonna uplift you with sad stories.
With history, yeah.
Oh no. Well, that backfired.
Well, we'll find out. Well, on behalf on Low and myself, we've been the Imperial Uplift. That Imperial Uplift. Fucking speak English, moron.
We've
We've been the Imperial Uplift. We hope you stay safe and have a great day.
Glue some shit. Love you. Bye.